That's a great question from Cora. I have my company trademarked under Class 41, which is entertainment and education. However, I want to put my logo on shirts, mugs, hats, stickers, and more. Can I do this without it being trademarked also as a clothing line? My name is Andrei Mincov. I'm the founder of Trademark Factory, and I've answered hundreds of questions like this on this channel. If that's your cup of tea, subscribe, get notified whenever the next video goes live. This is my answer to this question. This is my answer to this question. More on this in a second. So here, this is Trademark Factory t-shirt. I love my brand, and then Trademark Factory. We're a trademarking company. We're not a clothing company. And naturally we've got trademarks for Trademark Factory in a lot of different countries, but in neither one of those countries did we trademark the name Trademark Factory for clothing. Because even though we do give away and sometimes we sell our shirts, that's not our business. The shirts are only distributed for the purpose of promoting our core services, which is legal services in the field of intellectual property. So no, you do not need to have a trademark to sell your products in those categories where you hadn't trademarked it. In fact, a lot of businesses sell their stuff without having any trademark at all. Now, it's kind of a loaded question here because if somebody else trademarked your brand in the clothing category, then you could have an issue. So it really boils down to how unique is your brand to Class 41 or Class 25, which is a clothing line. And is there a risk that your brand can easily be used by somebody else in the clothing line? So if with Trademark Factory, right? I'm really not concerned about somebody wanting to start a clothing line and call it Trademark Factory because it just doesn't make sense for clothing. But if you've got a name that's let's say Boss, right? That can easily be the name of the clothing line. That could be a car, that could be a refrigerator, that could be a phone, that could be anything. So if that's your thing and you are planning to have a significant presence on the clothing market, then you may want to trademark your brand there. Really, it boils down to this. Is there any value in your mugs, clothing, outside of just promoting your products? If it's just a promotional thing that you give away at trade shows, then it's not that much of an issue. If that's something that makes you money, then by all means it is a good idea if you can get it trademarked. So it's really as always an exercise of figuring out how important it is for you to own this and what the risks are if you didn't, right? So, if you're Steven Crowder, who has got a massive YouTube channel and who is selling mugs and shirts and stuff like that, then yes, he is the entertainer, so Class 41, but also he makes money through the sale of products or merchandise like this. And he wants to make sure that this source of income is reserved to him and that nobody else can drive him out of that. So that's why he would trademark something like this. If it's just something that you do to support, like for example, the best example is this, is business cards, right? Especially when everybody used to have real paper business cards. You may still have them, you may already have done away with them, but I don't know, think 10 years ago when everybody had them, right? Just because you had a business card didn't mean that you had to trademark your brand in class 16 for printed products, because you are not in the business of making printed products. You use printed products to promote your core business, and that does not require a trademark in class 16. So really the question you should ask yourself is very simple. Are your t-shirts, are your mugs, are your hats, are your stickers, which by the way are class 16, is all of that just a way to promote your core service, or are those legitimately separate products, separate streams of income that you can see yourself being in business with? If it's something that just promotes the core brand, you don't need to trademark it. There's no harm in doing it. There's just an additional cost. But if you see them have the life of their own to be a substantial source of income for you, a source of revenue, yes, by all means, do trademark them. Do trademark them if you can. But again, can you sell them without a trademark? Yes, unless somebody had trademarked that and they take issue with you using the same brand as you expand to other areas of different classes. That's how this works. I hope this answers your question. If it did, make sure you like this video, post a comment below, subscribe, and that's gonna conclude our conversation for today. Until then, I will see you in the next video.